Welcome to the wild and wonderful game of paintball. Paintball is one of the fastest growing extreme sports in the world.
Are you ready to play paintball? No, you're not. You're not ready to play paintball until I say so. Understood? The most important thing to remember when playing paintball? Don't say cool equipment. Safety, safety, safety comes first. Then you can think about cool equipment, action-packed thrills, and camaraderie. When played correctly, paintball is extremely safe. Now, the cardinal rule of paintball, you must always wear eye protection designed specifically for paintball. No ski goggles, shop goggles, safety glasses, or motocross goggles. They're just not built to withstand the impact of a speeding paintball. Only paintball goggles are made to withstand the extreme velocities associated with this sport.
Max Vision's hinge armor plate and quick clasp chin strap help you take protection to an extreme level. The Extreme Vision 280 mask incorporates advanced aeronautical design to give you more peripheral vision than any other mask on the market. Both masks exceed all ASTM safety standards.
Weren't you listening? If your goggles come off, you must immediately cover your eyes, drop to the ground, and yell,
"Cease fire! My goggles are off!"
"Cease fire! My goggles are off!" "Cease fire! Cease fire!"
Cease fire! Cease fire!
Okay, recap. What kind of eye protection must you wear?
Paintball goggles!
Since playing fields set their own velocity limits, every marker's ball speed must be measured before you can start a game. And at no time should a marker ever be used at a velocity over 300 feet per second. Barrel plugs work in tandem with paintball goggles. Barrel plugs keep paintballs from being fired accidentally, and they're made so they're easy to see. Anytime that everyone isn't wearing goggles, barrel plugs must be inserted into the marker barrel. The referee is in charge of enforcing the rules, which, you will discover, keeps the other team from cheating, keeps the game flowing, and makes for a safer, more exciting contest. Let's talk markers. Always treat every marker as if it were loaded. Keep your safety on until you're ready to start a game within the boundaries of the approved play area. Never shoot blindly. Vandalism is a crime. It's often treated as a felony. 3 kinds of paintball markers: pump, semi-automatic, and electronic.
Pump markers include Brass Eagle's Talon 1400 and 1402 models, and the Tiger Shark. The Stingray and the Raptor are semi-automatics. The Rainmaker, able to fire up to 13 balls a second, is an electronic marker designed for professional level play. You'll find that as your paintball skills improve, you'll want to move up in marker class.
Now, all markers require a supply of CO2 or compressed air, which comes in a cylinder. Your CO2 tank connects to your constant air adapter, which connects to the back of your marker. Your hopper holds your paintballs. It hooks up to your elbow, which connects to your feed port. If a ball should break in the marker, what do?
Get a new marker?
You will need a squeegee to clean the marker and the marker barrel. Are we clear on this? A good ball hauler enables you to carry the greatest number of balls in the most efficient manner, which is a good thing. Okay, so now you ready to play? Wouldn't it make sense if you knew just a little bit about how the sport is played? Most games involve 3 distinct phases of action. First comes the breakout. The breakout is what happens right after the referee starts the game. You get an effective breakout by planning who's going to do what in the pregame huddle. You need to line up so that you won't end up running into each other. These pre-planned routes are called run lanes. Sometimes a player's initial positioning may not require much movement at all. A certain bunker may be critical to your opponent's plans for world domination. Therefore, one or more players on your team may stop at a location which allows you to concentrate fire on the area between the opponent's starting line and bunker. This area is known as the sweet spot. The goal of sweet spotting may be to eliminate an opponent from play, or it may be to keep an opponent from getting where he wants to go.
Not only are Brass Eagle jerseys key looking, they feature rugged reinforced elbows.
The point in the game after the players reach their starting positions is called bunker play. When you get set up, it's important that you allow yourself enough room to swing out and shoot at a proper angle. This room is called the swing distance. It's also important to keep any part of you or your marker from sticking out from behind a bunker. When you extend from behind a bunker, you want to offer as small a target as possible to an opponent. Most players fire with one hand over the other, and when you're shifting angles, it's a good idea to switch hands. I'm right-handed, so I spend a lot of time practicing firing with my left hand. Now, if you're positioned behind cover and you know that an opponent is waiting for you to come out, you can use a technique known as snap shooting. Can you say snap shooting, snap shooting? Snap shooting requires you to prepare to fire, swing out, fire, and return to cover in one quick motion. Sometimes you can swing out and force your opponent to take cover. We call this tucking. Once you force someone to tuck, you should fire once to make sure you're properly sighted, and then wait for your opponent to expose himself.
Out.
This tuck and wait maneuver can quickly be converted to a tuck and swing. When you can't afford to wait for an opponent to present a target, you may want to take another position. Here, you tuck in the opponent and move to a flanking position while laying cover fire for yourself.
Hit.
Movement in paintball varies from running, sliding, to crawling. Anytime you're moving, you need to have a specific destination in mind. Be aware of possible cover in the area in case you come under fire. Use obstacles between you and your opponent to screen your movements. Rule of thumb, if you can't see an opponent's eyes, chances are he can't see you or effectively fire on you. Since the advantage of crawling is stealth movement, a crawler can't afford to be seen by an opponent. This leaves the crawler pretty much blind to the area of play. If you're going to crawl, it's a good idea to have a teammate provide top cover. The key to successful movement is teamwork. When you and your teammates provide effective cover fire for each other, that's a tough move to counter. Often an entire team can move by using a leapfrog technique where you cover and move. One of the hardest things to learn about paintball is how effective patience can be. Flank opponents carefully. When you fire, you draw attention to your position. So don't shoot until you have a good target or you have to defend yourself. I don't care whether you're running a slow, deliberate game in the woods or racing through a high-speed contest in a pursuit park. The key to success is teamwork. What's the key to success?
Teamwork!
That's right, teamwork. And how do you achieve this? Communication. Come up with a clear game plan, let each other know what you're doing, use hand signals. And what's the most important thing to remember when playing paintball?
Paintball goggles!
I'm so proud of you. Now get out there and play your hearts out.
I'm sorry, but shouldn't extreme start with an E instead of an X? So this is something the kids today are saying. I don't get it. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know.
I'm Francis. Are you Nikki?
You're late.
5 minutes!
Rule number 1, make use of all available cover. Weren't you listening?
Wanna play paintball?